Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. My name is Baron Collins Hill, and welcome to episode 1 of the Intermediate Mandolin series. A little while back I put out a lesson talking about why the idea of an intermediate series is a little tricky, and it mostly boils down to kind of what kind of music you want to play. Do you want to play bluegrass? Do you want to play classical, Irish, old time? Lots of choices, and once you get beyond the basics of how to hold the instrument, a couple scales and things like that, the styles start to diverge a little bit. But in this lesson and this series, we're going to be looking at intermediate mandolin playing from a fiddle tune perspective that will also give you a lot of insight into bluegrass styles and classical and general the way that music works, music theory, things like that. I got the idea for this series recently when I was teaching a workshop for Maine Fiddle Camp. I taught the tune Gallopede, also known as Yarmouth Reel, and realized that it's a great platform tune just to work on all the different kind of more intermediate aspects of playing, whether that's adding double stops to your playing, understanding chords, adding melodic variation, all the sort of things that you get to build onto the skeleton of a tune once you know the melody. In order to work on all of those more complicated ideas, you're going to need to know the melody first. So this first lesson, I'm actually just going to splice in teaching the tune Gallopede from a previous lesson that I did on it. If you already know it, great. If you don't, definitely learn the tune. That's going to set you up well for the rest of this series. I'm going to teach the tune by ear, so definitely try to learn it that way. That said, there are other resources on my website. If you look up Gallopede or Yarmouth Reel, I've got tablature, standard notation, play-along tracks, and all sorts of stuff like that. Again, try to learn it by ear. It's a great way to really become a better mandolin player and better musician in general. But those resources are available over at mandolessons.com. So without further ado, let's jump into the tune and then see you in subsequent lessons for more advanced techniques. All right, here we go. So as I said, this is a tune called Gallopede in the key of G. I'll play through it once and then break it down into sections. One thing I'll say off the bat is that it kind of has an AABC form, or you could think of the B part as a long B form. You'll hear it when I play through it. So here we go. B part. C. And I looped around back to the top of the A just so you could hear the full loop. All right, so breaking it down into sections, here is the first phrase. It starts with a little pickup on the A string, and then the downbeat is the second fret on the A string. Let's do that again. One more time. Next phrase. Again. One more time. Let's put those two phrases together. The next phrase is the same as the first. And then we have the ending of the A part. Let's do that again. One more time. Let's put those two last phrases together, and it sounds like this. All right, so let's play the whole A part twice through. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. All right, moving into the B part. Has the same little pickups that going into the A part did. And again, that second fret on the A string is your downbeat. Let's do that again. One more time. Next phrase. All the way down the scale. Again. Let's put those two phrases together. The third phrase is the same as the first. And then the ending phrase of the B part again. One more time. Let's add that to the phrase before. All right, so let's play the whole B part, and it's only going to happen once, but let's play it twice right now just to get a hang of it. 2, 3, 4. Again. All right, so again, that would only happen once, but we just played it twice to get it into our fingers a little bit more. And the third part starts off with, again, pickup notes. This time, slightly different pickup notes. It's going to go, and now our downbeat is that 5th fret on the A string. First phrase sounds like this. Let's do that again. One more time. If you take a look at my left hand, you can see this is a great example of a great time to keep your left hand fingers down. So I've got my ring finger on the 5th fret and my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the A and E strings respectively, and just keeping them down. Really lets everything ring out, and it's less work overall. So, let me get back on track here. Next phrase. Let's do that again. One more. Put those two phrases together. Nice. And then the next phrase is the same as the first. And then the ending phrase starts in the open E string with a little descending scalar pattern. And again. One more time. So let's put the whole C section together. Again, the C section would only happen once, but we're going to do it twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. There it is. All right, so let's take the whole tune from the very top. Again, go back if you need to work on any of those parts. And if anything's going a little too fast, you can always use the gear icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen to slow things down. And if it's going too slow for you, you can use that little gear to speed things up. So let's run through the tune. Let's run through it twice. And again, remember that it's A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Onto the C. And the A. A again. And the B. And the C. And that's the whole tune. I'll play it through a couple more times, a little more up to tempo and with some double stops and things like that thrown in. If you want to add that sort of stuff, there's lots of lessons on how to spice some tunes up in the technique and fundamental section of my website. But here we go, a little faster with some double stops. right, now you know the tune, Gallopede, one of my favorites. There's all kinds of great stuff we're going to be working on, so subscribe if you haven't already. I put out new lessons every single week, and I've got lots of great ideas on how to spice up your playing with this tune and your music in general. All my lessons are always free. That said, there's a couple ways to donate if you appreciate this kind of stuff. All the links are in the description. Got a PayPal page. You can join me on Patreon, where you get some patron-only perks like live streams and early access to content. I've got merch if you need a new t-shirt or something like that. That said, not required by any means. Mostly just happy you're playing the mandolin. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.